Salute, salute. Marco Darko in the building. So, another sparring session we have. We got Jaime Borja in the red. We got Hozo Soto in the blue. Both 110 pounds. So these are smaller guys, lightweight guys. So expect to see some fireworks. I'm expecting to see some fast punches. So let's definitely get into it and break it down. And already Southpaw versus Orthodox. It's good to know that. Obviously, if your mind works like that, mine didn't, but it's good to know that. Note that what or orientation you're fighting, what stance you're fighting.
I need a minute and a half in between, so whoever wants to go a minute and a half, let me go.
The guy in the blue does not look 110 pounds.
Keep being patient. Keep working it down. Keep working it down. La mano derecha levanta todo el tiempo. You got time. You got 3 minutes. La mano derecha gancho, levanta todo el tiempo. Right hand with your chin. Keep using face. Play with it. Play with it. Play with it. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. That ring steps into your face and turn.
Guy in the red has good distance control. Looks like he's aware. He has a little bit more of a reach. He's kind of stepping back a little bit. So I like that.
Same time they come 32. Don't reach for it though. He's doubling it so he can't count. In between,
He's having a little bit of trouble actually getting close enough though. I suspect this guy has probably a little bit more power, and he don't really want to get inside and really feel that. So he's definitely struggling to kind of get inside of that range where he can really tee off on him. But defense is pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? Defense is pretty solid from the dude in the red. Beautiful. This guy just turned it up with his jab, man. The jab, the jab, the jab. He's landing his jab at will now. There we go. There we go. See, I like that. And look at what he does when he jabs. When he jabs to the body, look what he does. And gets right out of range. He gets in, gets out. Gets in, gets out. You know what I'm saying? He backs up and he's already done it. You know what I'm saying? Now he didn't do the most damage, but he scored. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm hitting you more times that you're hitting me, scientifically, unless you got some crazy power, I'm gonna win. I think he needs to be a little bit more aware of where his hands are, though. He's getting a little bit lazy with bringing his hands back to his face. So I don't know if that could be a real issue because, like I said, I think this guy hits harder. It seems like he don't want to. and there's nothing wrong with it at all. I don't really see the reason why you need to give your opponent a chance to, land power shots. But he's not staying in the pocket, so I assume he has good power.
Lánzate cuando metas el gancho al cuerpo.
And look at this guy, and just peep this guy's footwork. It's actually really good. This dude, he's fundamentally sound, but this guy's just smarter. This guy's just a bit smarter than him. He's fighting with an intention. This guy, I feel like he's just trying to hit him. This guy, he has a game plan. He's following it through. That's just what I see.
Back in. There you go. Better. Tiene que ser más largo, loco, que se lo alcance. Los golpes largos, los últimos golpes, tira los largos para que se le un paso atrás.
Oh my god, that bro, beautiful. See, if you know, you know. But this is so elegant the way that this guy just glided away from those punches. Look at this.
Los golpes, tira los largos para que se le un paso atrás.
Boom. Boom. And you don't gotta move your body that much. Just enough to the point where they can't hit you. You see a lot of dudes, moving their body like this and that. It's a lot of you're expending a lot of energy doing that. All you gotta do, slip. Slip. This is what happens when you're slipping. You're not moving your body that much. And when you're getting out of the way, stepping back, it's just a half step. It's not that much. You know what I'm saying? Because if your opponent's going to really try to land something big, he's going to plant his feet. So, if he's throwing something big, he's not going to just move right. If he's going to sacrifice power, yes, he can follow through with it and come closer to you. But if you got a guy like this where he's trying to take your head off, just move back, half step. That's just enough.
Restart. Use your jab and shut that lead hand down. Double it. Double it. Double it. Just turn when you're done. The other way. As much as possible.
And if you're the dude in the blue right now, at this point you've had to have realized a couple things. One, the guy's faster than you. Two, the guy, his footwork is better, right? He can throw faster punches. His footwork is better. His height, I mean, from what I'm looking at it, his IQ is better as well. You're gonna have to make this a rugged fight. You're gonna have to make this a rugged fight. You're gonna have to really get in close with him. If he doesn't hit that hard, you're gonna have to eat some punches and get in real close, and you're gonna have to bully him. You know what I'm saying? This is the only. You're not gonna outbox him. It hasn't been working up to now. Maybe the tides change. I don't know. But in this, the first round should have told you this. If you're the guy in the blue, you know what I'm saying. And then you gotta adjust. You gotta adapt. That's what makes a great fighter. You have to adapt. He keeps getting tagged each time he even steps into this guy's range. And so what you have to do as as the guy in the blue, you got to get in real close, man. You can't let him, and you got to cut off the ring as well. You know what I'm saying? A guy like this, you don't want him walking you down. You know what I'm saying? You want him on the back foot. And he probably can fight on the back foot fine, perfect. But you still get the advantage of that pressure. You're putting pressure on him. He has to react versus you having to react. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, now this is not my style. My style is the dude in the red. But when I used to fight, Guys would be trying to pressure me. Guys would be trying to, get me in the corner, rough me up, and honestly, it didn't work. But what I'm saying, I still got hit. You're still gonna land because right now the guy in the blue, he's not really landing anything. So you got to sacrifice certain things. If he's not really hitting that hard, you got to eat some punches, get him close, get him on the ropes, land some body shots, slow him down.
Defense with your left hand, and with the right hook. Defense with your left hand. You keep spinning, he's gonna throw his right hook. Go back to his jab to the body, jab to the head.
30 seconds.
There you go, work.
I don't like the guy fighting it with his hands down in the red. He's honestly not fast enough. He's fast, but he's not fast enough. You know what I'm saying? It's very dangerous doing that.
10 seconds. Time. Work. And then, hey, then go.
This is what you got to do if you're the guy in the blue. You gotta push it now. You gotta push it now. You have to. You can't just let him tee off or pick you apart from the distance. It's not gonna win you the fight. This is what he has to do. He has to get rough. He has to get a little bit messy, not sloppy, but he's got to get a little bit messy. He's got to get his hands dirty.
Hey, coach. I got a 160.
And he's sitting back, relaxing, landing his jab. Has no problem. He's just landing his jab whenever he wants.
What weight? I got a 165 open, 20 years old.
Come back in with face. Down to the body, down to the head. There you go. Right hand to the body.
They're going to go 3 rounds and they're going.
Face, walk back. He's gonna jump in your face. Back to the stick, back to the down. That's the middle, top. When he punches, jumping. Use the face, make him jump and close it.
Oh, beautiful, bro. We got to go back. Look at this.
Make him jump and close it.
Steps back. He didn't get that jab. I don't think he got that jab. But steps back beautifully. Dodges that body punch. Lands his jab. Comes over the top with it. Oh my god, just beautiful, man. Just beautiful. And why was he able to do that? Because he knew his distance. His distance was already there. He's already been measured. He's already calculated. If you don't know your distance, you can't do this stuff. Sure, you might get a lucky punch, sure. But when you're calculated and you just understand the distance and how close you are to him, You can do things like this.
Mueve la mano, mueve la cabeza. Abajo. Ahí, trabaja, Marín.
Yep.
What weight is he? 101. 112? 101. Anybody 112? 112. Hey, 101. 101. So 101.
Oh my god, this guy is. Look at bro. This is lands the jab, foot on the outside. Right? Again, watch the footwork. These guys southpaw, orthodox. This is also why he's having a hard time because the guy's southpaw. You're not, it's tough to get inside into a southpaw with the southpaw stance. Lands his jab on the outside. Look where his hands are. What punches can he really land? Maybe this one, but all he has to do is pivot out, or he has to just duck a little bit because he's gonna be coming up from up high because he can't get much from a body punch if he were to go there. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have anybody that's his weight right now. He's going to be done for right now because them two are going to go 3 minutes. Unless we can find somebody who's weight, we'll put him in between. We'll put him in 32. Well, they have to go straight to 32. The girls have to go, and after this, your guy has to do it.
Crazy work.
So if you want, which is him not, I'll give him a 30 back in. Yeah.
He's getting tired and kind of coming in pretty dangerously. Don't recommend that. If you notice, here,
Which is him not, I'll give
that's very dangerous to do. Because all he has to do is take a step back and load up that uppercut, and that shot would have knocked him out. But he knows his opponent. He knows his opponent's not that technically skilled. I don't want to say that. He's not that technical. He's not that, his IQ isn't there.
him a 30 back in. Yeah.
And if you're the guy in the blue, why is your hands down? Like there's no, he's getting clipped with clipped with the jab like this whole time. Why is he fighting with his hands down? I mean, this hand's up, sure, but this hand, that's where his jab is coming. I think it's because he's orthodox, so he's just not used to it. Gets it again. Hands are not up at all.
Put it on the chest, though.
Hands up or hands are down.
There you go. Fade 36.
This dude is good, man. This guy has a lot of skill, a lot of ring IQ. This guy really good. This guy's fundamentally sound. But his hands fighting with his hands down. Rhythm was all there was no rhythm. You know what I'm saying? He's loading up on punches. Didn't have any, good distance control at all or distance understanding. Right? He didn't understand how close this guy was. So he made mistakes, but it's more so what he did. It's more so what he did. So, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know. I'm all ears. Like and subscribe for more content because more is coming out anyway. You feel me? It definitely helps me. Supports the channel. You feel me? So you guys already know what it is. Marco Darko. Peace.